Hey everyone, for this Gyro's Guide video to being a better assassin, we are going to look at how to use smoke bombs and disguise to their fullest potential for offense and for defense. But before we start, you know I've got to ask,
who wants to play video games?
So for this video, we're actually not going to be looking at the mistakes that I make and the mistakes that other players make. That's normally what we do and how we learn from the videos that I posted online. But in this video, we're going to look at the times that I use smoke bombs to stun people and to get the focus bonus. We're also going to look at where I use disguise to escape people, stun people, and to earn the hidden bonus. I normally play with a combination of disguise and slow-acting poison, or smoke bombs and slow-acting poison. But the profile set that I use in this video is actually my favorite, just because I normally have the most fun when I'm playing with these abilities combined. Obviously, nobody wants to start the match by dying, but if you have to, I think this is the best way to go. Right there. That was amazing. I don't know how they got in that hate pile so fast, and I don't know if they were hiding from their pursuer or if they were planning for me to come through that walkway, but that was amazing. I do not mind dying so early when it's from an awesome hidden kill like that. Here I give the blacksmith a hard time, and I'm not exactly sure why, but I didn't have a contract, so I thought it'd be fun to pick on him. You can definitely hear the whispers in the background at this point, telling us that our pursuer is nearby. And at the same time we lost our arrow in the top left-hand corner telling us that we had a pursuer, we saw the courtesan die, which tells us that this courtesan was most likely our pursuer. I threw smoke down because I thought the smuggler was walking towards me, and I'm paranoid at this point because we can hear whispers again, telling us that another pursuer is nearby. So far I am off to a slow start, but the match does pick up for me, I promise. And remember to keep your eyes out for when I use smoke bombs for focus and for stunning, and when I use disguise, like here, to get extra bonuses and to stun my pursuers as well. That was a good combination of smoke for focus and disguise for the hidden points. One thing I should have done differently here was utilize the hiding spot that I walked through. If I had stopped in the hiding spot for just a moment longer, I probably could have gotten some hidden points to that kill and gotten 500 points instead of 300. There is one secret about this game that most of you probably don't know about, so let me share that with you.
The whooshy finger hold? Oh, you know this hold.
You're bluffing. You're bluffing! Shifu didn't teach you that.
Nope. I figured it out. Skadoosh.
Now obviously you can't hold another player's hand, but if you touch their hair or pet them on the back like this really fast, this is called the whooshy back pet. Keep watching. There it is. And she's gone. But that's to be expected if you have the whooshy back pet used on you. Going in for another combined focus and hidden kill. Just so happens to be a streak bonus. I have noticed that I do happen to get a lot more streak bonuses when I use this profile set than when I try to use poison. I think it's a combination of being disguised roughly half of the time and being more ready to use smoke bombs for defensive purposes. But I do usually get one streak bonus, at least one streak bonus per match when I use smoke bombs combined with disguise. When I'm using smoke bombs and poison or disguise and poison, I will still get a streak bonus from time to time, but not nearly as often as I do when I use this profile set. Another thing that I like about this profile set is how fast both of your abilities cool down. I am using overall cooldowns to help speed up the cooldown time, but as you can see, we're already prepared to do another focus and hidden bonus kill. Slow acting poison does give you so many points that it is well worth the wait, but when you're used to playing with poison so often, it is nice to have both abilities cool down so quickly. We just got lucky there, and he stabbed the wrong person. It's possible that he didn't lock onto us, or he didn't lock on to a persona until the last second. And here I'm hearing whispers, which tells me that another pursuer is nearby. But since I'm not ready to use smoke bombs yet and they haven't cooled down, I ran around the corner to try to break the line of sight, and then switch on my disguise to confuse anybody who's trying to chase me.
Done. Done.
And right here we just get lucky again. And as I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, whenever you don't have a contract but you can identify another persona as a human player, it's always good to lock onto him and keep him in your sight. Here, we actually trick the Prowler into using a smoke bomb because he thinks that we're his pursuer when we're not. That wasn't our intention, but it's always nice if you can make a human player waste an ability when they don't have to. The real reason I say that you should try to lock on to a human player whenever you don't have a contract is because you never know who your contract's going to be when it loads. It would be a pain to run away from the Harlequin and then have the contract load and it tells us that we have to kill the Harlequin. Then we would have to turn around, come back here, and try to locate him again. It's much easier to just stay locked on to people. But here we're running away because we now have between 2 and 3 pursuers on us and no contract. Blend into a hiding group and immediately spin the camera around to see who's following us. Now because the Prowler is smart enough to not walk into the smoke bomb, we take advantage of the smoke bomb stopping him from chasing us right away, and we try to break his line of sight before we activated this disguise.
Done.
Fortunately, it was enough to catch him off guard.
Contract lost.
Since we no longer have a contract, there's nothing better to do than to blend into a hiding spot. Can hear the whispers again telling us that our pursuer is nearby. Combination of the whispers and the Prowler walking in a slightly irregular fashion tells us that he was most likely our pursuer, and we were correct. Now I just want to take a second to briefly talk about the differences between using disguise and using poison. Obviously, if you are using regular poison or rapid reload poison, you're only getting 200 points from those kills. And when you're using disguise the way that we're using it, for offensive purposes, then you're also getting 200 points for remaining hidden. The difference is that if you aren't playing with the poison ability, there's no way for you to perform a poison kill and get the points for that. However, you can get focus and hidden points without using any abilities, and then you can mix in the additional points that you get from using poison to get an even higher score.
30 seconds remaining.
One of my favorite things to do when using disguise is to activate it at the last 15 seconds of a match. Because rapid reload disguise lasts for 15 seconds, I can spend the rest of the match walking around comfortably without having to worry about pursuers. It's just a relaxing way to finish a good match. So this has been my video on how to use smoke bombs and disguise for offense and defensive purposes. I hope that you were able to learn something, and I will be putting more videos up on YouTube very soon. So please stay tuned to my channel, and thank you for watching.